malaking usapan po ngayon yung flood control project. So, as Ombudsman, if you're appointed, how can you ensure na hindi po mawe-weaponize Ombudsman?
What do you mean weaponize?
How can you ensure independence, sir, on your part?
Well, the Ombudsman must follow the rule of law, taking into consideration the facts presented. And we have to abide by the rule of law, no matter who is affected, regardless of who is affected. How powerful they are, it doesn't matter. But the law has to be honored and respected. So I will have to, if the president will appoint me, I will have to ensure that the rules of law will be followed in all of these anomalies that are now being unfolded. Gusto kong managalog, hindi ako kasi marunong managalog. Ilocano kasi po ako, kaya hindi ako marunong magtagalog. Anyway. Yeah. Yes po.
Sir, na-mention niyo po kanina na wala pong kumakausap sa inyo or parang tumutulong sa inyo para ma-appoint. So, ano po yung edge niyo among all the other candidates na masasabi niyo po sa publiko?
Well, when the president was governor of Ilocos Norte, I was one of the 7 judges there. And he must have noticed me. He knows me personally, and it's all up to the president. All that I am saying is that I offer myself to serve our country in this crucial moment of our country's history, when substantial money of the people, the sovereign Filipino people, are being lost into ghost projects. You know, this is not the money of government. This is the money of the sovereign Filipino people. And it pains a lot the heart of many Filipinos that while the mass of our citizens are poor, yet these things can happen, where big amounts of money, in fact trillions, I think, end up in the hands of contractors engaged in questionable projects. So masakit ito sa kalooban ng mamamayang Pilipino who are poor, who need more for their health care, more for their education, more for their housing, more for their social security. You know, a fisher folk or a farmer doesn't have a social security benefit, because social security benefit is hints on employment. And since fisher folks, farmers, even housewives who stay in the house, these people need social security. And yet, we do not provide social security for the mass of our Filipino people who are poor. So, and yet, a lot of money, substantial amount of money, are go to the hands and pockets of contractors. So, it is in the hope that there is something we can do to address this, because this is the finest moment and time for all Filipinos who believe in their love of country as an abiding guide of their living, to come into the open and stand for truth. There is still hope for our country. We can still transform our country if we come together and join hands together to address this issue.
Sir, yung sa SALN last lang po, nabanggit niyo po kanina na you agree to the opening of SALN or more accessible SALN. Would that mean issuing, if ever you're appointed, memorandum reversing the 2020 circular Ombudsman Martires?
Yes, we will have to, whatever that has been issued to the for that purpose, I think we need to revisit that and reverse that. Because as I said in my interview, when you accept a public position, when you agree to be part of government, you must be ready to live modest lives. That is the wording of the Constitution. Public officers must at all times be accountable to the people, not to the government, to the people. Serve with utmost responsibility, integrity, loyalty, and efficiency. Act with patriotism and justice. And live modest lives. You know, my father used to tell me, he's already dead, that if you want big money, do not go to the government. Government is a form of ministry. Service ang ano natin dito. And considering the fact that there is much to be desired in terms of our attention to those in the fringes of society. Yung mga nasa laylayan na matagal nang nagsusumikap. Somehow, the focus should be on this. You know, the accountability mechanism in the Constitution, there are two institutions there. In Article 11, the institution of impeachment and the institution of the office of the Ombudsman. These are the mechanism to ensure accountability. But the purpose of this mechanism is for the people. The impeachment is not a case between the prosecutor and the respondent. The impeachment is a means to protect the people from the abuses of a high government official. The same is true with the Ombudsman. The Ombudsman is the people's tribune to protect them from the acts of injustices or harm that government official, whether out of neglect or out of determined intentions, were able to inflict to the people. Tayo ay nandito para i-protect ang mga tao. That is the purpose of this accountability mechanisms.